one that. That's the one I'm finding. I'm finding that that's not even a Dale Earnhardt. That's not a Dale Earnhardt. That's an S. It's an SS. It's just an SS.
Yeah.
It's not a Dale Earnhardt.
And
it's an 88 S. But I remember him having a car that had the same paint job as that, the 2002 with the gray.
The 88 one that didn't actually. It actually went up.
Had the extended rear window.
Yeah.
The Aero Coupe.
It was the Aero Coupe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? I just saw one of those.
That's not. That's the base one. That's the one my uncle the priest had one of these.
It was no. That's the real car.
Yeah. No.
That's just an SS.
Yeah, I know.
That's just an SS.
I know it is. I can tell.
I can't. There's. Oh God. Here's one. Here's probably the car. This is probably it. Copy image. Where's my darn thing? Right, okay, this is the one. And see, it doesn't have gray on it.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about.
That's the Aero Coupe with the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's made it the Aero Coupe was the window.
The little.
You didn't follow NASCAR at this time, so you wouldn't know.
But the one that I thought and I could be remembering wrong because
what's NASCAR?
Nasty car. NASCAR.
How divided the fan base is that after how divided we are now, the fan base, as I've seen, truly mirrors the political landscape. Just people going at each other's throats without not doing anything constructive. They should change. They want. They don't change. They want.
Full circle.
They add a new track. They want. They take away a date. They want. They do something different with the package. They want.
Oh, I'm here to tell you that.
No matter what goes on, but they're always wanting.
They can't do nothing to the contract. Remember that.
Oh, thanks, Tom. Appreciate that.
When they sign a contract, you can't do nothing with that contract.
But here's the... Ian, you're describing the era, the age we live in. It's a me era, you know.
Yeah.
It's everybody is. No one cares about the big picture, the long picture. You know, all they think about is right now, immediate gratification. I mean, this is more me than. When was the last me? That was the 80s.
No, yeah, the me generation.
But.
And we weren't this bad. We weren't this bad.
People don't think about
we weren't this bad. We still went out and marked it all.
And they don't even look around at the collateral damage.
The sport's dying.
All right. Doug, let's discuss you. What the heck are you drinking that you're always burping? Huh? What are you drinking?
Of humanity, which we all know is bad, but that's not what this show is about. We want to talk about racing. We don't want to talk about Reddit. We hate Reddit. I don't even go on Reddit. I use Reddit as an advertising tool, and that's it. I don't read anything on it. I don't go to it. I know it's all a bunch of people whining, complaining, and being stupid because they got kicked off Facebook or every sim racing forum or racing forum there is. So they go to one place they know nobody will kick them off, and that's Reddit. That's what Reddit is for, and that's about all it's for. Let's move on to the Truck Championship.
I'm gonna bring this full circle. So basically, I'm gonna name this the Denny Hamlin generation.
Oh lordy. Let's talk about let's forget about the boo. Let's talk about that great race Friday. Yes. Trucks were first. Then we'll talk about the Xfinity. Even though I didn't get a chance, wasn't able to watch it. Then we'll talk about the Cup race after that. We're going to talk about the champions and why they were champions.
When's the Cup race start today?
Like
it's tonight. It's a night race.
It's at like 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
It starts at
3:30, I think.
Yeah. 3:30 Eastern.
2:30.
3:30 Eastern. I thought it was.
Let's vote on it.
I don't know. Somebody pull up NASCAR.com and go look.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm on it. Just
Okay.
relax.
I am
Easy.
relaxed.
Easy.
I am easy.
Start-
Keys for you.
Jeez.
Comes like
Louise.
starting right. The green selection dropped about 3:16 p.m.
It says 3 p.m. Eastern time. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yep. That's what he said.
You doubt it? You doubt it?
No, I said 3 o'clock too. So there you go. Nobody listens to me.
I love this. I love this. I think on the whole, okay, let's go to the trucks. Let's Let's roll that wonderful bean footage, Mr. Truck.
Yeah, Mr. Truck. I love the fact that a small team with, less than 10 members, struggling team, ran consistently enough and actually won 6 races to pull off the championship. I think that's the greatest thing. I don't care if the kids from Iowa or not. I would have thought that was great that a small team actually did that. They outran Gibbs. They outran Hendricks. I don't think Stuart Haas has a truck program at all. They outrun every other. They outrun every other program with less than 10 people. That's amazing.
Ain't that the truth?
And very little funding. So you hear people like Jennifer Jo Cobb complaining about it. She's got no foot to stand on now because these guys, they're not even sure they're going to be. They're 90% sure they're not going to be around next year to defend the title. They're 90% sure they are not going to be here, which is messed up. So there you go.
Sometimes the stars align. There are upsets, but I think that they still have as big, if not a bigger budget than Cobb. Sometimes luck does happen every once in a blue moon.
That's not luck. That's skill. When you can take that equipment, they probably take the same truck to every track to really change the setup. Unlike the Gibbs team and the Hendrick team, who have 50 trucks, they probably took the same 3 or 4 trucks to every race. And just
GMS, they ain't really no Hendrick team.
Well, that's the parent company. That's the parent company.
Sport.
The one kid had the Bowman. I think it was Bowman's crew pitting for him. Who was running for the championship? Who did finish like 8th or 9th. So they had a Cup car team pitting them, and they still couldn't beat them in the pits. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Great,
it's consistency.
One good team that's a back.
Jesus.
Don't have a leg to stand on. Well, you have to remember that's only one small team out of hundreds out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's an outlier to the average. Extreme outlier to the average.
It's good driver, good equipment. Plain and simple. They kept the equipment good.
Unfortunately, I feel like teams like Colorado don't have the money to keep good equipment, much less bad equipment. They didn't have much money, but that reminds me of Braun Racing in a way. They ran themselves bankrupt going for the championship. They won the championship, but they're bankrupt at the end of the year because you can either spend enough to survive or spend to win. They spent to win even at the cost of them running out of money because they had championship intended equipment. And I've seen that befall a number of teams over the years where they have the speed to contend, but then they run out of funding before they get to the end. So it's really, with a small team, it's balancing enough money to survive or money to get the top 10/win. That's the big difference. They probably could have survived simply off of money, but they chose to go to victory. There's a price to victory, and to contest with the top teams, you need to invest money, and I feel like that was part of the problem. Is that Cobb would rather survive from race to race rather than put all her money into potentially busting one truck and have it blow up because she doesn't have that money nor the resources available. Because the 16 is still a TRD team. through and through. I think they get a bit more than people give them credit to. I'm not trying to undermine their accomplishments, but I feel like that one underdog team, even then before that, they were mid-pack. They weren't even like back marker starting part. Like, I still say Cobb is in a worse position, or like,
I can't hear. What happened?
What happened? What do you mean? What happened?
What happened? You got edited.
I didn't
Jim
edit.
Acosta got turned off.
I didn't
Who
touch.
did it?
I didn't touch a thing.
I know.
I did.
Ian, you just kind of faded out there.
Really?
Yeah, you went quieter, so I couldn't even hear you.
Yeah.
Did you see Johnny Sauter's quote? When you suck that bad, you just go home. That's what he said.
That's funny.
Brett Moffitt said, "Longest laps of my life."
Mm-hmm.
There was a race at Richmond where Sauter was multiple laps down. He just up and quit the race.
That's a crybaby.
It's not worth tearing up with it.
That's a crybaby.
We're gonna give him the Denny Hamlin Award. Hamlin Award.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get something straight. Harrison Burton, is that Ward's son or is that Jeff's son?
Ward's son.
What?
Is he Ward's son?
What?
Yeah.
Harrison Burton is Ward's son. Okay. And so Jeb Burton, is he Jeff's son?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Jeff is Ward and
Harrison
is yeah.
Okay.
I get
Well, I'm just glad we have two Burtons. Everything is back to par. We got no Allison. There is no Allison. That's just like the Petties. It's over. The Petties are over, and so are the Allison.
No, there's an Allison coming up. There is an Allison coming up. He's in ARCA. Yeah, I think he's in ARCA right now.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Look it up.
Just an Allison?
Oh,
Yep.
he's gone.
No, is he?
Whose boy? Is he Donnie's? Is he Donnie?
No, yeah. He's Donnie's boy.
No, it was Davey's boy.
Racing over.
Donnie's grandson, maybe. Maybe Donnie's grandson.
Yeah, he hasn't ran a race in over 4 years.
No, he ran a race started racing last year.
No. His last race came in 2014. He ran 10 races. After that, he hasn't heard from since.
Okay, so
Robbie Allison is probably who you talk to. Like
Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie Allison.
Well,
Yeah, Robbie Allison coming out. So you do have an Allison, then of course you say the Petties are gone. He may not have the Petty last name, but he still has Thad Moff. Changed his last name to.
No, we didn't. No. Really?
Petty.
No one would do that.
Is Richard or something like that. It actually is a Petty lineage.
Yeah. There's
The Petty Day.
So they don't even at J-Ski they don't even have a 2019 teams page, do they? Oh no. It doesn't matter. There's only 42 cars. 42 cars ran. I mean 32 cars ran that truck race.
Yeah.
32. Only 32. 32.
Xfinity has the first grid of all the series. Now they're the ones that actually have D&Q seemingly somewhat regularly. The Cup Series is too expensive, and the Truck Series doesn't pay enough for these teams to bother coming back. The Xfinity Series seems like the one that draws reasonable car counts on a weekly basis. And then even they will be cut down to 38 cars.
What was that?
nothing.
Something exploded.
Yeah, no shit.
What?
Something exploded.
Time to go back to the drawing board on that. Try it again.
Exploding all over the place. Yep. Shannon. Okay, so Now that we've ragged out the entire truck series, because, you know, let's just move on to the Xfinity. Now, since I didn't get a chance to watch it, I know you...
Just have to get that out of my way.
Okay, if you don't stop being such a downer, I'm gonna freaking boot you today, Ian. I'm serious.
Ian. Ian, have a Snickers bar. You're not yourself without breakfast.
No shit.
Ian, pull up.
You're gonna auger in, pull up.
You're augering.
He's augering in. You know.
Tyler. So we've gone from Reddit to Reddick.
Yeah, which can, you know, yep.
He showed up. He showed up when it mattered.
Oh yeah, Christopher Bell had a plan to run easy until the end, and then that flat tire thing kind of just ended that whole fun.
And Cole Custer's team was banking on a late race caution.
Oh.
You never bank on a caution.
That's probably the bad call heard around the world.
Yeah, you never wait on a caution. Now in the Cup car you do, but not in Xfinity and truck by obvious reasons. They don't throw them. Now they'll throw phantom cautions all over the place during tomorrow's. I'm serious. I bet you there's a minimum, including the two stoppages for the segments. There'll be 4 more cautions, minimum of 4 more cautions during tonight's race. I can guarantee it.
He's guaranteeing it. He's guaranteeing it.
I'm guaranteeing it. And 2 of them are going to be phantoms that you're going to see. You're not going to see the trash on the track.
Oh no, we don't do that anymore. What are you talking about? Now you sound like Ian.
No, I'm just serious. That's the way that's the way it's going to be. So you get the money. The money. It's all about the money on the Cup.
All about the money. I guarantee in NASCAR wants Martin Truex Jr. to win.
I think it's Logano.
NASCAR wants Martin Truex Jr. to win. I think it's Martin Truex.
I'm going with Logano. I'm going with Logano.
I got
They
money.
love him. They love him.
I'm going with Logano.
I got my money.
Up, we're going back to red. Up, back to orange.
Who? I can't.
Yeah, we're going back to red and
We
orange.
don't
So.
need to hear that. What did you say, dog? What did you say, dog? I can't hear you over the producer.
I said I got my money on Dale Jr. winning it.
Dale Jr.
Oh, I get it. It was a joke. It was a joke. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, Tigg. Right now, you look like Kurt Busch. Without your glasses, you look like Kurt Busch.
I look like my dad.
I don't. Well, you're.
Nothing will pay. You'll steal someone's backup car, go down into the middle of the pack coming down the back straight off of a restart, and be the last car running. I have a hunch.
What?
I didn't understand a word. I didn't understand a word of that either. So there you go.
I understood the words. I just don't understand the comment. What?
What?
In the 2008 Talladega race, the LePage merged into the entire pack. The wife rolled out. Yeah, that's
Okay, I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna up your dose to 2 Snicker bars. There it is, Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is our host today. Gonna get you a Kurt Busch show, and everybody go, oh, you got a monster hat. And everybody say, oh, it's Kurt Busch. He's on the show today. We got Kurt Busch in the studio. Well, that's Snickers bar. No, you don't rate a Snickers. You're more like you're gonna get a Twix.
No, I think he needs a freaking
You're gonna Twix.
monster.
A regular one, not even a fancy one. Okay, all right, let's pull up. You know what? No one really cares about. Honestly, no one cares about the Busch League. No one does.
No, not really.
We all pretend like we do, but we don't. We don't really care.
It's fun to watch when I can watch it, but I don't even think like I said, I don't think I ever watched Daytona this year. Actually, honestly, when you have there's only 30. If you look at it, on average, I think if it's not a combined race, only 30 cars show up. But when they're running the same track as the Cup teams, you got 10 guys dropping down from Cup to run the race.
Well, I don't think they should let them run in the Xfinity Series at all.
Neither do I.
Now,
Neither do I.
cut 'em
Or
off.
truck.
You leave your.
And is it going to be a development series, or is it going to be its own thing? Because they never had the problem in the 90s, back when it was its own thing. It was for, just like the truck series, used to be a bunch of veterans and young guys on short tracks. It was its own unique identity before they made it a ladder system. Heck, you could make your name in the truck series, make a career in the truck series. Look at Skinner, Todd Bodine. You know, those guys, Jack Sprague, Prince Spencer,
Crafton. Matt Crafton.
Do that, yeah, Crafton. You could do that. But nowadays, it's just another ladder. The problem with it is they're promoting it as the Step Young Guns to Cup instead of its own racing league. If the Xfinity Series were completely different from NASCAR, nobody would care that the Cuppers are running it. And they didn't used to, because it used to just be another series. The cars were different. They ran smaller engines, because you remember they used to use the V6s and slightly older body style, and the same, if not, and sometimes they had some older body style.
The ARCA cars used to be more like the Cup cars, and so that's why they ran the ARCA.
The ABC. Arca Bush Cup. Remember that? They skipped their own series. Uh-oh, somebody dunked out. Who dropped the ball here? Oh, yes, it's King Mad Dog. He dropped the ball. He's playing Roblox.
He went to look for his Snickers bar.
Yeah, to send him to Ian. Now, NASCAR is not that we all know NASCAR is not the same it was 15, 20 years ago. If we take a look at what NASCAR is today and where it is headed, it's not headed to. It's still headed in the downward direction. I've said that on the Tigg's Facebook. They need to get back to their roots, which is getting rid of some of the mile-and-a-halfers and going back to short tracks. The only problem with that is most of the short tracks are torn down, closed, or grown over, or grown over. They haven't kept them up. North Wilkesboro is grown over. They did try to fix it. They tried to fix Rockingham. It's not going to happen because it's not the same as it used to be. But that's what they have to do, but they're not going to do it because that's looking back and not looking forward. That's with most corporations these days. That's why you see so many stores going out of business, because they're still relying on people walking through the door. They don't do probably 50% of the population doesn't even walk into a department store anymore. That's why Sears is going under. Yonkers went under. Every major department store from Philadelphia has gone under in the last 20, 30 years not because of competition with other brick and mortar stores, but because of the internet. And the same thing's happening with NASCAR. It's not the internet killing NASCAR. NASCAR is killing itself because people are not interested in what they are showing. They are showing the same thing over and over and over again. And they tout the same force. Really, did you hear during the whole year, who was the 16 guys, 18 guys you heard about all season long? Wound up being the 18 guys running for the championship, or 16 guys, whatever it is. And then it's whittle it down. It's the same 16. There's not actually 40 cars. They chopped it down to 40 cars just so they have less distraction on those 16 big stars. That's their problem. They don't talk about the guys that are riding in the back unless, for some strange reason, somehow or another, they wind up in front. Or they're actually, racing with somebody to stay on the lead lap. Oh, he should get out of the way. He's getting lapped. He should get out of the way. I've heard that plenty of times about the back markers. The back markers are the true stars of the sport as far as I'm concerned. But they don't get the airtime, so nobody knows about them.
They're remnants of what NASCAR used to be.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. But it's not going back to that because they're only going to talk about. They're going to do the same thing over and over and over again. Next year it's going to be the same exact thing. They're going to talk about the top 16, and they'll remain the top 16 all through the year until the championship comes around, and it'll be the same thing you've seen the last 3 years. And that's what's bogus about NASCAR. It's not even the racing. The racing's not half bad. It really isn't. If you actually look beyond what they're showing you, because they'll show a frame of somebody running around by themselves, but if you look at the back of the frame, there's actually people racing back there. And you watch that? That's what I watch. Yeah, that's what I always watch. I don't pay attention to the single guy going around on the track. I always pay attention to the guys, in the back of the frame going around. But as long as NASCAR and their broadcasters continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to get the same results. But what is the old expression? If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep doing it, getting the same results, and that's exactly what NASCAR's doing.
Insanity. The definition of
insanity
is doing the same thing and expecting a different
result. Exactly.
And if you look it up in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Hillary Clinton.
Exactly. That one got me too. Oh, I did get more snoring pug videos last night. I've got to put them on my computer yet, but I think I got a good one last night. Snoring pug videos.
You got a what?
Snoring pug video. I think I got a good one last night. I think I did.
Now we're talking about something important.
Yes, we are. Well, let's get away from that. Let's get away from that. Let's get away from it, because NASCAR is bringing out the devil. It's the devil in him. The devil in Ian there. It is. NASCAR is bringing out the devil in him.
Yeah, but
what?
The good news is NBC Sports is going to be broadcasting 100 hours of the M Series in 2019.
Yeah, well, actually, I won't get to watch a single minute of it. So there you go.
Now who's the Debbie Downer now?
Because I don't have the channel. I'm the Debbie Downer because I don't have the channel. I would love to watch it. Actually, I was flipping through the channels last night, and I saw WEC.
IMSA has a Facebook.
I know they do.
IMSA has a live Facebook channel. So
I know they do.
Have to have it.
I know they do, but I'm usually busy doing other things.
The broadcasting's already happening. It's already happening. You just aren't seeing it unless you tune in on Facebook Facebook.
I think they're on.
Velocity had
WEC.
Velocity had the FIA WEC on
last night. Yeah, I saw that last night. I got the evil eye, so I turned it off. But I did see it on. I did see it was on. So obviously you got to pay attention to Velocity. Yes, the evil eye.
The evil eye.
Yeah, and for Americans, short track racing, dirt racing, Mad TV.
I don't have that either.
They're
Velocity.
I can almost throw a rock and hit their headquarters from my house.
I've seen their trucks around here, but I've never actually seen the station or the internet.
They're interruptions. People are busting into my mom came in and then my brother came in. So
we didn't hear a thing.
Why? Were they making sure?
Did they bring you a Snickers bar?
Hopefully
they brought you
a Snickers or a McMuffin something.
That they were leaving to do anything they usually do, and my brother just popped in because my brother likes popping in. So it's an opportunity.
Oh, I don't even want to hear any more about that. You're painting a picture I do not want to see. No, Professor, put it away. All right, moving right along. Why don't you go ahead and make the announcement of the winner of the NXS?
Oh, you want me to do that?
You might as well, because I am taking a beating and I don't want to take it anymore.
Well, you know what I told. I remember somebody telling me
taking a beating.
I remember somebody telling me give more time for voting. Huh?
Yeah, you're just not listening to him rightly. I think you're missing the nuances. That was when I had a chance. That was the first day. The first day when I was looking good, and then Bergie got all his minions to start voting. One of which is Tom.
Yeah, which is Tom.
And, gee whiz, I threw my vote away on Tom. And then what does he do? He votes for Bergie. Thanks, Tom.
Okay, so the winner looks like it's going to be this particular car.
Tom, do you go to Pirates games and wear a Dodgers hat?
Of course.
I really got a kick out of watching the Dodgers lose. That was fun. I loved it.
My opinion, just my looks like there's a bit too much going on.
Where?
On the car.
The car.
It's a beautiful car. It's a work of art.
You have a bunch of random stripes and so many characters on that just doesn't mesh well. It doesn't have good contrast, no flow.
It's a beautiful piece of art.
It won, so you can't. You did. Where's your submission?
Sorry.
Where's your submission, Ian?
Well, it would have just been in the bottom of losers like mine.
The wife says my tree looks cute. I don't know if y'all can see it back over my shoulder, but I decorated my tree.
I can't see anything. I didn't think he was streaming.
Yeah, no.
No.
You hit the live button, Tom. Go into Twitch, and then in the top left corner you'll see Dan the Tigg. Click on that, and that'll give you the current show. Well, like I said before, it's like Home Depot. Let's put Home Depot base on it and start working with that. I'm sorry, Bergie. You know I love you.
I would start to doubt that seriously, Bergie. I really would. No,
and it's interesting. It's interesting what he did there. Is he took a stripe pattern, some kind of a layer, and then he just dulled it out to where you can't even see that it's stripes anymore. And then he piled stuff on top of it. Yeah.
Hey, Bergie, if you're watching,
On the front ran off.
do you know how to get on Discord so you can defend yourself, buddy?
Bergie, you suck. You suck because you won.
Yeah. You heard it first. Highbank said you suck because you won.
Yeah.
Where's the thing?
I actually think his Ray Busta's cars look better because at least they have a somewhat coherent.
You remember what the commander told the bomber pilots in Star Wars? You remember what he said, Ian? Stay on target.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
We're not talking about the Ray Busta's cars. We're talking about this thing.
This car. This beautiful piece of work.
10 votes.
This beautiful piece of art. The beautiful piece of art over here on the screen.
It's a beautiful. It's Tigg's new race car.
Yeah, for
Tigg's
Xfinity.
new race car.
You'll see it at Iowa for sure. Maybe Daytona.
What's the address on the Twitch?
It's in the YouTube feed.
Uh-oh. No, you gotta have it. Oh, yeah.
It's actually, if you scroll...
It's Dan_the_Tigg.
All
Dan
lowercase.
the Tigg. Which I think you can just put in Dan the Tigg without the underscores.
Yeah, and it's actually in the chat feed in Discord, too. Under Coffee with the Tig from last time. Yeah.
Isn't that handy? I just put it up again.
I know.
I got it.
Uh-huh.
He got it. He's got it.
He's got it. Yeah! Hey, we're green again. Woohoo! We've only dropped 17% of our frames. Woohoo!
Wow, that's amazing.
Considering the satellite is being a pain in the ass today, yeah. I couldn't watch crap last night after I got done streaming. So, anywho.
I forgot about the boat. I like E. I like the mixture of red and orange on E. Simple, but it works.
And yet, I couldn't get a vote out of you, could I?
No.
Could I?
No.
Couldn't get a lousy vote. One stinking. Who died?
I did.
The consolation prize.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That's stylish. That's stylish.
That's you know what? That's too stylish for people to nod.
I'm sorry. That's the most race car-ish looking one. That's the most race car-ish looking one in my opinion.
Yeah, that looks better than mine.
Yeah, you kind of dudded on that one, Tom. It's like you were not inspired. You just kind of.
I was not.
There's Tom's.
You know, they took all the stripe.
What?
And it was all, so I couldn't. There you go. There you go. Actually, yours is a couple of things. A little bit. Tom, I think if you're thinner.
Did I lose everybody again?
I think I think the other key thing is this coffee with the Tigg. You did. That's not the font, is it? That's not the coffee with the Tigg font.
Be right back on your
No, I just.
Uh-oh, back to red, back to yellow, back to red.
Hey, wrong.
Goddamn internet.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. We don't need the color code. We can see.
It looks a bit too brown.
Well, taste is
Yeah,
Brown.
I know.
little red letters and then a little thinner line. That white. You always have to compare it. You always have to balance things with what else, and the white just overpowers the word.
Yeah.
And so if it was a little smaller, and it almost, I almost think it could have been red too. The line